Hello everyone. Today is an exciting video. I have a kiln. So excited to actually have this. So it's a medium-sized kiln. I got this secondhand from Marketplace. It did cost me $2,000, but I have now figured out that the $2,000 is cheap because after you buy it, that's when all the money comes in. So I've had to have an electrician come in, and that's thousands of dollars because you need to get some special plugs put into your walls and so on. Now, this is a phase one, which means it can go, you can use it easily in your house. You don't need to get phase three power or anything, but it will really suck up a lot of power. So basically, for me, I can't have any other things on while the kiln's on. And now I've also figured out that the elements inside it, they have gone, so I need to go and get more. And that's where I was so shocked. The elements are almost $1,000 for two. I think that they come in a set of two. But anyway, I have to do it. So anyway, so a kiln that cost $2,000 is now really going to cost $6,000 or $7,000. So like I said, that's really where the money comes in. But my fingers are crossed that it's going to be good. But if I bought this brand new, it'd be over $11,000. So it's still a good deal, and it was really well looked after. It also came with some shelves and some little stilts. I did actually go to Walker Ceramics and buy some more stilts and some kiln wash. So you will see me in this video putting the kiln wash onto the shelves. Now, this is a manual one, so it means every 2 hours I need to come out and change the dial. So that's a little annoying, but, I think you can actually get, another device put on it so that you can sort of change it to digital. But at the moment, I've got to just see how it's going to go. So it's going to be, I think, a couple of weeks before it even gets pieces fired in it, which I was hoping to get pieces done. But now from my understanding and a little bit more work, I understand that all the devices and the elements that I put in, they need to actually go on a run by themselves just to, get them up to scratch. And I can't remember what the wording is, but there's quite a few terminology for it, something to do with the oxidization or something in the element. But anyway, I won't say that I know because I don't. But from my research, it does need to go on by itself. But anyway, it's still exciting, everybody. I'm super excited. And this is a Pyrolex. This company did get taken over by another Australian kiln company a number of years back. And that's the great thing. If you have a local ceramic shop like I do, which mine is Walker Ceramics in Melbourne, they're a really great source of information because they'll actually help explain to you, maybe where your kiln is or what it is if it's an older one. And they were really, really helpful for me understanding a little bit more about it because I couldn't get information on this brand. And of course I couldn't because they'd been taken over by another company. So that's why I couldn't get the information that I so needed. Now, if you're buying a secondhand one, definitely check it out. Ask them to plug it in to see that it even works, which I did, and it did definitely work. It just doesn't get up to the right temperature because the element wasn't great. So, and then, of course, when I moved it and I had a look at the element, I snapped it touching it. So that's why it wasn't getting up to temperature because the elements were no good, and you could kind of see them. They were poking out of the wall a little, which you can see here. So that usually means that they're going because they should be flush inside the little gap in the wall. So now I am going to have to watch a few more videos on how they actually get inserted. But from what I have read, you really should get an electrician to come out and do that. So I'll have to call him back out again to get him to do that. But I think once the kiln's going, once all these elements are changed, once the electricity and all of that side is done, then it's going to be an affordable, great kiln for me, and I can start to do things. Now, I did do my first ceramic markets on the weekend, and I was super excited. I definitely sold things on both, and I really didn't have a lot to display for people. But I really just had my little shot glasses. I had some mugs, a few mugs, and, you know, and a couple magnets. Really, that was it. I didn't have a lot to display, but I still sold more than enough to cover the fee and so on. I had people asking for, you know, like I said, 4 or 5 mugs, and I didn't have that. So I think once I have more things, I think I will do okay. And I guess my take is a little bit more modern on ceramics. So here we go. This is the first one. These are like a concrete-y type of shelf. I don't know what you call them. I'm going to say concrete, but it's probably, I'm using the wrong word, I'm sure. Anyway, we would just mix up this in here, and literally this is literally all we're going to do is paint it. So yeah, they told me just to literally paint it straight on. So I will put it on here because it's not very good if I talk and you can't see me actually doing anything. So yes, anyway, Walkers, they said, look, just, you know, slap it on. It doesn't matter how it goes on. Just do it on the top. And then this should help save the shelves if for some reason glaze or something makes a big mess. So yeah, because this is meant to protect the shelves, although I'm pretty careful when I glaze things anyway, because I have been using a rental kiln service with another lady that I know, that I actually found her through Facebook, but Walker's also gave me her number. And so if you're in Mount Eliza, I'm happy to pass on her details. She does do, you know, like, so you can sort of rent a shelf if you don't have a kiln and you just need to use one. You might just have to wait until she sort of has the kiln full. I mean, I never cared. I just said, look, I'll wait till whenever you're ready, because I didn't want to be difficult either. But anyway, this is pretty much it, my loves. So I'll show you. That's it. All done. Let's do the next ones. Well, we have packed up the kiln, everyone. I'm so excited to fire this, but no, something has gone wrong. I feel like everything happens to me. Seriously, I'm very, very sad about it. But at the back there, if you can kind of see, can you see the little element, which is the coil at the back? It's pulling out of it. So generally when these are happening, there's some at the bottom that are pulling out as well. That generally means that the element's gone. It's not heating up properly. So that means that I need to go and get new elements. I just looked up the cost, $700. And I think they come in a set of 2. So, but anyway, and then if you can kind of see, the elements go through these kind of little lines here and through the kiln. So anyway, so now I have to go and of course fix this, get the element all organized. I'm so upset because I was really hoping to get this fired and you know, see. And today also I had to go back and buy some more stilts, so I spent another $100 on those, and now I'm going to spend another $700. So that's the thing, if you want to buy a kiln, honestly, it's really expensive. It's not just, I know it sounds silly, but it's actually not, it's not so much the cost of even just the kiln. It's like the electrical that you've got to have done, the elements, getting those all done. You need all the stilts, you need the shelves, they break, you need new things all the time. So that's why you just can't sell a pottery mug for like $10. That's why you'll see them $40 and up, because if they're too cheap, honestly, you're going to make no money, because running a kiln, you know, takes a lot of work and effort and cost and time. So even after I fire this once, and you can see there's not that much in it really. I mean, I could buy another shelf and stuck it up, but you know, like, and then once I fire it, it really takes 3 days to cool down. So then I've got to wait again to put the next load in. And this is a medium size one. It's not small, it's not big, it's medium. So, and I was originally going to get one that was probably quarter of this size. So I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been $2,500. And it would still cost a bit of money to run it. So it's just one of those things, you know, what can you do? You just got to try your best and see what works for you. But anyway, I feel a bit devastated. I feel a little bit let down at the moment. And the electrical still is not finished. It's almost done. But now they have to get into the roof to go back into the main power source. So before you get a kiln, do remember that sometimes you may not be able to get one in your property. That's just the way it is. Yeah, sometimes it can't happen. But anyway, I'll keep you informed. Hopefully we can get these new elements and get them done. At the moment, I don't have enough money, so I might have to wait until I actually come up with some more money first. Might have to save for that before we can even get this one going. So for now, I'm going to have to unpack it because obviously all these things need to come out for the new elements to go in. So I'm going to give Tetlow a call in the morning and yeah, see how we're going to go with it. Anyway, I'll keep you informed, but I hope you enjoyed this video and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye everyone.